Let us begin with prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Ram. Very happy to be amidst all of you on today's day 5 session in this 21-day Ramayana course. I'm very happy and thankful for all the students of Transdimensions Club who have given me an opportunity to address all of you students. So today we are going to talk about the next part of Ramayana. Yesterday we understood that Rishyashringa Muni, we understood his history, and Vasishta Muni wanted Rishyashringa Muni to come and perform the Putra Kamishti Yajna for Dashrath Maharaj. And in that connection, we had heard the history of Rishyashringa Muni, and we also got to know some interesting life lessons from there. So, Dashrath Maharaj personally goes, requests Rishyashringa Muni to come and perform the Putra Kamishti Yajna. And Rishyashringa Muni will be more than happy to come and perform the yajna. So finally the yajna is performed, and it is described in the Valmiki Ramayana. When Dashrath Maharaj performed the yajna, he made sure that no one who comes to visit that yajna or no one in his kingdom will have to cook at their houses during those many days of yajna. It was an elaborate process. First, they had to perform Ashwamedha Yajna, and then they finally had to perform the Putreshti Yajna or Putra Kameshti Yajna. So the whole thing went on for several months. And it is said for several months, the citizens of Ayodhya did not have to cook at their houses. They all were nicely, sumptuously fed by Dashrath Maharaj. He made arrangements. So from this, what do we understand? We understand that when a king actually is celebrating or he is conducting some ceremony, some festivities at his house, he is actually supposed to include all the citizens in his celebrations. It's not that he alone goes to some five-star hotel and he nicely enjoys with his family members. And it's not like that. He has to include all the citizens. And it is very nicely explained in Valmiki Ramayana. This is an instance to show that how Dashrath Maharaj considered all the citizens of Ayodhya to be his own children. And they also respected him like their own father. This is the quality of a good leader or a good king. He actually brings in that inclusiveness, right? So this is one interesting thing. So the yajna was performed, and finally from the yajna, when the Purnahuti, the final mantras were chanted and the final offerings were made into the yajna kunda, Yajna Purusha personally came out of that yajna kunda, and he had a pot of sweet rice, payasam. And that payasam was received by Dashrath Maharaj, and Dashrath Maharaj distributed this payasam among his three principal queens. We all know Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. So all of them received their portion, their share of the payasam. How Dashrath Maharaj distributed the payasam, that is also interesting. So he gave half of the payasam, first of all, to Queen Kausalya, the eldest of the queen. In the remaining half of that was given to Sumitra Devi. And in the remaining half, that is 1/8, He gave half of it to Kaikeyi and the half of that again to Sumitra. So in this way, Dashrath Maharaj divided uh, the entire portion of the payasam. That means Sumitra got two portions, and because of which she eventually gave birth to twin children. Right. So after 9 months, all the first queen, Kausalya, she gave birth to the eldest son, and eventually after that, a few days gap, the other mothers also delivered their children. So when did this happen? Yes, this happened in the Chaitra Masa, uh, Shukla Paksha, Navami Tithi. So the Lord appeared on the Navami Tithi. Ramachandra appeared. Now you see, the process through which the Lord appeared in this world, that itself is something supernatural, something which is not like the biological process that through which all other living beings are born in this world. Now that itself shows how the Lord's appearance in this material world is uncommon, it is superhuman. That means Ramachandra and his brothers did not appear through the normal biological process. This proves that his appearance is divine. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita, fourth chapter, you will find this verse Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam. So, activities and birth of the Lord in this material world, they are all divyam, they are extraordinary, they are transcendental. The Lord does not follow a natural method or a human method of appearing in this material world. That itself shows that He is above the laws of material nature. This is the symptom of God. God's activities, they are always above the laws of material nature. He is above Prakriti. Whereas all of us, we are always under the grip of Prakriti. We are controlled by Prakriti. This we have to understand very nicely. So after the four sons were born, Dashrath Maharaj was very happy because it was his long cherished desire that he has children. And through the Putra Kameshti Yajna, by the blessings of the Lord himself appeared in his family as his own son. Now, after this, he requested Vasishta Muni, the Kula Purohita, the Kula Guru of the Raghu dynasty, the Surya Vamsha, to perform the name giving ceremony, the Jata Karma and Nama Karna ceremonies for the four sons. Now, Vasishta Muni is not an ordinary person. He is Trikalagnya. He is knower of past, present, and future. He is one among the Saptarishis. He is Brahmarshi, a very enlightened personality. In fact, Lord Brahma initially had asked Vasishta Muni to become the family priest of Surya Vamsha, because in this Surya Vamsha, the Supreme Lord Vishnu himself is going to appear, and he will become the disciple of Vasishta. So, because of this, Vasishta Muni agreed to become the Kula Purohita, the Kula Guru of Surya Vamsha. So, Vasishta Muni, he prepared the birth charts of the four sons of Dashrath Maharaj. And when he saw the extraordinary symptoms that were displayed by the Lord, by the babies who were born, especially the eldest son Rama. And also he saw the birth charts were not ordinary. So he studied the birth charts and he predicted the qualities and activities of all the four sons. Based on the qualities of the four sons, he gave names to those children. So nowadays, I was saying, nowadays also we have name giving ceremonies. Names are given to the children, but much against the names, the qualities of the children when they grow up appears much against or not in sync with the meaning of the names that are given to them. Right? For example, somebody may be given the name, Sarvagnya, means all knowing, but he may be not a very intelligent person. So the names of people in this world may not match with their qualities, But in case of the Lord, it is not so. Let us try to understand the meanings of these four names, and that also brings us to today's topic of steps to achieve real happiness. If we have to achieve real happiness, what is that we must do? So, the eldest son of Lord Ram, of Dashrath Maharaj, was given the name Rama. What is the meaning of the word Rama? Anyan Ramayati. Swayam Ramati Anyan Ramayate iti Ramaha. One who is always situated in blissful condition and one who also spreads bliss and happiness to others. He is called Rama. Rama means the source of highest pleasure, highest bliss. Now, we all want to be happy in our life. In fact, the goal of our life is to become happy. Now, the Padma Purana says anybody who meditates upon God, he becomes fully happy, and therefore God is called Rama. This is a verse from the Padma Purana. Ramante yogino anante satyananda chidatmani iti Rama padenasau param brahma vidhiyate. The supreme absolute truth is called as Rama because anybody who meditates upon him becomes joyful. That is the nature of God. God is full of ananda, and when we meditate upon him by chanting his holy names, we also become happy. In fact, the greatest among all the yogis, Adi Yogi, Lord Shiva himself, he chants the names of Lord Rama. He says, Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tulyam Ramanama Varanane. He tells his wife Parvati Devi, "O Devi, I always take pleasure in chanting the names of Rama, Rama, and Rama alone. By this process, I experience great joy." So, Adi Yogi, Lord Shiva is teaching us to become joyful, we must fix our mind on Rama. So, Rama is our goal. To attain the highest state of happiness is our goal. That is possible by getting in touch with Rama. Now, how to come to that stage of happiness? Yes, before that, there are three steps we have to follow. There are three steps. Now, those three steps are represented by the three younger brothers of Rama. Let us go in the descending order. The youngest of the brothers, the first youngest of the brother, the last brother is Shatrughna. Valmiki Ramayana describes Shatrugno Nitya Shatrugnaha. What is the meaning of the word Shatrugna? Gna means destroyer or one who defeats, and Shatru means enemy. One who is expert in defeating his enemies, he is called as Shatrugna. And who are these enemies? The greatest enemies that haunt each one of us. They are called as the six enemies of the soul: Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, and Matsarya. These are called enemies of the soul. Because when we are inflicted by these six things, we lose our good sense. We become insecure. We become fooled to perform foolish activities, and then we regret later. So, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, one who has conquered this karma, he can attain real happiness in life. So, the greatest enemies that are constantly haunting all of us every moment: kama, that is lust; krodha, that is anger; lobha, that is greed; mada, pride; moha, illusion; and matsarya, envy. We have to conquer over these six enemies. That is what Shatrughna is teaching. The first step towards attaining real happiness is to conquer these six enemies. To conquer these six enemies, we need spiritual knowledge. And the spiritual knowledge is distributed by the great acharyas. The spiritual knowledge is present in the scriptures, and we have to take time every day, at least 10 minutes a day, to study the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita. Now, the second thing, what is the next step after defeating the enemies? What is the next thing you should do? What happens to you when you defeat your enemies? You come to the stage of Bharata. Bharata, Bhakti Purna Bharata. Bharata's heart is always filled with bhakti towards Lord Rama. In fact, he places his personal ambitions inferior to Lord Rama's position. He says that I don't want the kingdom. Actually, Rama should be the king. He is my master. So you prioritize. Bhakti means what? We prioritize God's instructions above whatever, everything else in life. That is bhakti. And that was demonstrated by Bharata. His heart is always filled with bhakti for the Lord. When the Lord was for 14 years, when he was in the forest, Bharata said, the luxuries that my brother did not enjoy, I don't want to enjoy. This is bhakti. So he also himself lived in a simple way, like a sage. He lived in the outskirts of Ayodhya city, in Nandigrama village. He lived in an ashram, like a simple ascetic, like a forest dweller, meditating on Rama, and he ruled the kingdom of Ayodhya on behalf of Rama by placing Rama Padukas on the throne of Ayodhya. So, Bharata is teaching us after you conquer your enemies, you have to focus your mind on the feet, lotus feet of Rama. That is bhakti. Serve, carry out his instructions. Once you attain perfection in that bhakti, then you come to the third stage called Lakshmana. What is Lakshmana? Sarva Lakshana Lakshanyaha. He is the embodiment of all auspicious qualities. He is also called Lakshmivan. He is the one who possesses the greatest wealth. Lakshmana's sacrifice in Ramayana, if you study, for the entire 14 years, he never slept even for a moment. Daytime, he would actually serve Ramachandra and Mother Sita in so many ways by bringing them wood, by bringing them fruits, by constructing cottage for them, by bringing them water and other necessities. And in the night time, when the divine couple would rest, Lakshmana would stay awake and he would guard them. So, what we understand from Lakshmana, why is Lakshmana called Lakshmivan? Because he has the greatest asset, greatest Lakshmi, wealth, called as selfless service. So, we have to come to this stage of selfless seva. Then the Lord will reveal himself to us. He will bless us with real happiness. Rama, the embodiment of highest happiness, will become manifest to us when we actually develop selfless seva mentality. So these are the three steps to attain real happiness. First, like Shatrughna, we should defeat our inner enemies, enemies of the soul. For that, we need spiritual knowledge. Next, we have to become like Bharata, fill our heart with devotion, with bhakti for the Lord. Meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord. And then the third step is, like Lakshmana, engage in selfless seva. When we engage in selfless seva, seva is the language of love. When we want to express love towards anybody or towards God, the only way is to do selfless seva without expectation of any name, fame, any reward. Ramachandra was served by Lakshmana. That should be our mood, like Lakshmana. Then Rama will reveal ourselves. Rama will reveal himself to us. So this is the step-by-step process to attain real happiness. Happiness is the goal of our life. The Vedanta Sutra also says that we have to seek happiness. That is our nature. But to seek happiness, we have to follow this divine path shown by the brothers of Lord Rama. Then we can become truly happy. That happiness will never leave us. Material happiness is temporary. It will leave us. When our body becomes weak, our material happiness we cannot enjoy. But when you this spiritual happiness is unending, it is not dependent on material circumstances. So we have to aim at this spiritual happiness by serving Lord Rama, following in the footsteps of the brothers of Rama. These were the names given by Vasishta Muni, and as per the names given by Vasishta Muni, all these personalities they actually lived, fulfill the meanings of their names given by Vasishta Muni. So these were the points that I wanted to share today, and I'm very happy to note that so many students are taking interest in knowing Ramayana. We should not think that we are in a 21st century and we have made so much of scientific advancement. Of course, scientific advancement is important, but we should always look to our Vedic roots, because Vedic roots talk about Sanatana Satya, which is required for us, which is relevant at all times and places. So let us follow in the footsteps of the brothers of Lord Rama. And I was always telling you every day that the easiest way to actually get connected with Rama is through the process of chanting his holy names. So let us all chant 11 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra together. Please chant along with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Ram.